Alright class, hari ini kita akan masuk new subtopic which is 5.2, the symmetry and chords. In previous class we have learned the parts of circle. Okay, you have know that part of circle includes center, radius, diameter, circumference, chords, okay, and segment and also sectors. Okay, so in this subtopic, you are going to learn features in a circle. So kita nak tahu the features in a circle. Right now we are going to do cognitive stimulation. This one is from page 81 in your textbook. Okay, so this activity is to verify the properties of diameter of circle. Okay, before this you know what is diameter, kan? Okay, so diameter is the straight line that join 2 points on circumference that pass through the center. Okay, now we are going to know what is the properties of this diameter. Okay, now another one is to verify the relationship of a radius with chords. Okay, before this you know what is radius, right? And you know what is chord. So we want to know the relationship of radius and chords. So what are the materials that you need is dynamic geometry software. Now we're going to do by using file MS081. Okay, kita masukkan in web browser. Okay, dalam web browser kita masukkan this address. Okay, Rimbunan Ilmu. Okay, and then kita masukkan MS081. Okay, because this activity is from page 81. Okay, now the step number 2. Click on the activity box. You click at the activity box. Right. Okay, when you click at the activity box, okay, tadi, okay, kalau tak klik tadi tak ada apa kan, kat sini kan. You click, when you click, you have the shaded region. You have line Q prime. Okay, this line. Okay, this one is the diameter. Right. Drag point Q to point P. Okay, now we drag point Q to point P. Okay, and then drag to point T. Drag to point U. Drag to point B1 and V and Z. Okay, oh, nampak bila kita gerakkan point tu, what happened to the angle at the center? Okay, right. Name the diameter of the circle. What is the diameter for this circle? You have the diameter is Q prime. Okay, Q prime is the diameter because Q and Q prime is on the circumference and joined by a line that pass through the center. So this one is the diameter. Observe the value of the angle at the center when diameter Q prime is move. Okay, bila kita move, okay, when you move point Q, okay, ataupun when you move the line Q prime, what happened to the angle? Right. Does it produce the same value? Okay, adakah value ni berubah ataupun dia remains unchanged? Okay, the angle at center remain unchanged, 180 degrees. Okay, so means that this line that join Q and Q prime is a straight line. Okay, are the results shapes similar? Adakah shape dia sama? Shape yang in green ni, in green color and the white color, is it the same, the similar shape? Okay, number 3. If you fold the circle on the line Q prime, okay, if you fold this circle, do the shape overlap each other perfectly? Adakah dia akan betul-betul bertindan dengan betul? Okay, dengan tepat. Yes, ya. Dia akan dapat, apa yang awak akan dapat kalau you fold this circle at this line Q prime. Okay, the green color will overlap the white color perfectly. Okay, so the diameter of circle, okay, tadi kita dah buat, kita nak tengok properties of diameter. So the diameter of the circle is known as axis of symmetry. So this diameter is actually the axis of symmetry for this circle. Okay, now step number 4. Click the activity box, okay, for the next activity. Sekarang kita nak tengok yang kedua ni, the relationship of radius with chords. Okay, drag the slider, drag me to until the end. Okay, kita drag. Kita drag this one. Okay. Radius that bisect chords is to the chords. Okay, apa dia radius that bisect a chord? So this one is the radius. Okay, radius, and this one is the chord. Bisect. Bisect means that this straight line, okay, ataupun this radius divide this chord into two equal length. Okay, two equal length. Length dia sama. Alright. Radius that bisect a chord is perpendicular to the chord. This angle yang awak akan dapat, okay, yang pink color ni is 90 degree ataupun right angle. So when the radius bisect a chord, okay, this intersection is 90 degree. That's why here radius that bisect a chord is perpendicular to the chord. Okay, radius that is perpendicular to chord bisect the chord. Okay, so the properties, the relationship yang kita dapat untuk radius and chord, bila radius bisect a chord, dia akan perpendicular. Ataupun bila radius perpendicular to a chord, it bisect the chord. Okay. Number 3, equal chords produce equal arc. Okay. Untuk chord yang sama panjang, okay, dia akan produce equal length of arc. Okay. For this one, okay, this one same length, so this arc equals to this arc. The length for this arc is equals to this arc. Okay, now let's discuss on the conclusion on this activity. Alright, based on the cognitive stimulation that we have done just now, okay, we know that the diameter of a circle is the axis of symmetry of the circle. So this one is diameter, so this one is the axis of symmetry. So a circle have infinite number of axis of symmetry, because kat mana-mana pun diameter kalau awak letakkan, ia merupakan the axis of symmetry for the circle. Okay, and number 2, okay, apa yang kita dapat based on that activity? A radius which is perpendicular to the chord bisect the chord. Okay, this one the radius. Kalau dia perpendicular to the chord, means that, okay, means that dia bisect. Okay, dia bahagikan this chord into two equal length. Right?